Hey everybody, here today to do a Sizzlin Summer Sketch week number 3. So if you're kind of following along with me, I'm a little bit behind, but you can get all of these done as long as you have them done by the September deadline. You will still be eligible for the grand prize drawing. If you're doing them every week, just make sure that you follow the guidelines of when the deadlines are on the Creative Memories blog page or the Creative Memories virtual crop group page so that you can be eligible every week for a new prize. So today I'm going to be using the Morning Brew collection. This was from the You Pick It bundle promo that we had last month. You had a choice of between 4 different collections. I ended up getting 3 different ones because I love them all so much, but I love this because it's so versatile. You can use it for actual going out for coffee, or it's going to be a little bit different just about how much I love people. So I love this collection. I love the neutral tones, just really pretty earth tones, which are my favorite. You get these great icon stickers and sayings. And here's some coffee and tea. It's both coffee and tea. And then as always, there's some great border stickers. Whoops, I got that upside down. I love coffee. I love tea. Here's some coffee beans. Some pretty decorations that you would see in a latte or a cappuccino. And then the paper is just gorgeous. There's 6 sheets. They're 2-sided. This one has the tea, and then the coffee on the other side, and then the lemon, and it has coffee on the other side. So depending on what you're going to use, I'm going to do coffee themed. And then here is more that you would use the tea side, and then coffee stains. Isn't that great? And then these are just the other pages, the other sides of the pages. Cardstock, I haven't decided yet what colors I'm going to use, but I chose these ones here, which are avocado. This is an older color, suede, which I have that matches. Hot fudge and baby blue. And as always, you can always tell what cardstock coordinates because of it's always on the front page of your pack. So this one would be avocado, baby blue, beige, I couldn't find that right now, hot fudge, and cool gray. Another really fun punch that came with this bundle was the Morning Brew border punch, and it has like iced coffee, tea or coffee, and coffee, latte, whatever you like. But I love this punch. It's just so great. I'm so glad I got it while it was hot. It sold out pretty quickly. I think it was the first one to sell out. That or the ice cream social might as well have, but they're both wonderful. So I decided that I was going to use this really pretty neutral with coffee stain papers as the background. And then I'm going to use the coffee pots, of course, and then the other side is tea. And then this one where it says coffee, Java, fresh coffee, latte, super nitro, hot cream, sugar, all those kinds of great things. So these are the papers that I'm going to use. And I'm going to use the cutting guide. Like I said, you can get this on the Creative Memories blog, and it should also be on the Creative Memories virtual crop group. So if I look at this, I'm going to need, this piece right here is 7 inches by 5 inches. And this one is 5 by 5. So I know that the 7 is the long way, and 7 plus 5 is 12. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. So this border here is going to be 2 inches. So I'm going to cut those first. And those, I'm going to take these and put these to the side for now. And so I'm going to get my wonderful trimmer out. Make sure that you can see the whole thing. Let's see if I can back up a little bit. Nope, that's as far as I can go. Okay, so I'm going to cut 2 strips because if you look at the sketch, this shaded here, this, and this are all going to be the same color. And then this, and this. So where it's the white color is what I'm going to have for this here. So I'm just going to leave that. I don't have to cut anything. So I do know that I want this paper as this here. And then this paper here is going to be on the border on the bottom. So like I said, it's going to be 2 inches. So I'm going to cut 2 2-inch strips of the coffee. And this doesn't go to 2, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to cut one there, and then that worked out perfect because you're going to be able to see those pots. Now I want to see how that's going to end up. If I cut this at 2, I'm going to take out my ruler and look to see exactly where that's going to end up. So it'll be about there. So if I look like this, I think about that, and then this is going to be the other side. That'll be pretty close. It's going to be a little off. So I'm going to see if maybe this end will work a little better. Which it's probably going to cut off right about there. So either way, I could, you know, line this up like this and get exactly. So these will, you know, like when they hit each other, it'll just be one continuous. And sometimes I like to do that because I'm really OCD about stuff. But I also don't really want to waste that paper. You know what I mean? Because then I'm cutting in the middle of this paper. And I hate to cut that whole piece up. So I think that it's going to be just fine. If I look at it this way, it's going to be a little bit off. So say it'll be about like that. Does that make sense? I think that'll still look fine. So this is going to be the 2-inch that I'm going to cut. So I'll just cut here. All right, and so then I have my 2 bottom pieces. I can put this to the side. And then with this one, remember again, they're going to be 7 by 5. So I'm going to cut it 5 inches wide, 2 of them. And I've thought about it, so I know that I'm doing this right. Always measure twice, cut once. I'm always scared though when I cut it, like, oh, I hope I don't make a mistake. This page is going to come together really quickly. All right, and then I'll have this piece that I can use for another project. All right, so if I look at these, I'm going to need, these are 5, right? So I'm going to need a 7-inch and another 7-inch, and then I'll have 5 inches left. Make sense? All right, so I pull my arm out, and I'll do 7. All right, and I'll cut this the same way. And now this is a 5 by 5. If you look, 5 by 5, perfect. And then 7 again. There we go. And those pieces are already cut. That was so fast, wasn't it? All right, so now I can lay this out. I'll get my 2 base pages. And if I didn't want to like waste this paper, which I don't think it's ever wasting it, but you know how you have paper that you just, oh, you don't want to cover the whole thing up. It's like, oh, do I really want to use these as the base? I'm going to show you a way that you can, and then I'm going to show you a way that you can conserve this paper, because if you've noticed in my other videos, I really like to save paper when I can. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll just use a white piece of cardstock as my base and then tape down my papers that way so that I can save. And I'll show you that in a minute. But if I wanted to just use this as my base, this would go here. And that would go here. And then I would take the one 7 by 5 and then the other 5 by, I'm sorry, 4 by 5 or 5 by 5. And then this would go like this. Right? So see how easy that is. Here it is right there. Now I could do that, but what I see is I'm wasting paper under here and under here because I'm covering it up. So you can see these are just mirror images. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take and use one of these sheets and cut it the same way that I did with these browns. So I will get my trimmer back out. Let me move these out of the way. All right. And then we'll do again the 5. I kind of want to have that. Okay, so it was 5. And another 5. Which one do I want to use? I kind of like that spill. But then if I do that, let's see. Then this is what I'll have left. Yeah, that'll be nice. Okay. All right, now I have this piece of paper left and that whole other sheet. That's why it's always nice to do this so that you don't waste paper. And, you know, I don't mind wasting white cardstock. I don't mind because that's, you know, you can always get more white cardstock. I can't get any more of this. All right, and then this is going to be 7. Correct? Yes. All right. Now I just need to go and grab my 2 pieces of white cardstock. All right, so here are my 2 pieces of white cardstock. Another thing that you can do is you could just do this right on your pages. So I only use Creative Memories pages. I've been using them for 20 years. They're the best. A lot of times I just scrapbook right on my page. I don't know exactly what I'm going to use this layout for or when, so for now I'm not going to put it in here. I think what I'll do is I'll just put it right on white cardstock because then I can just move it around anywhere. Even though I think the pages are pretty easy to move around, just because I've been doing it so long, I'm pretty used to it. So, all right, so here we have this. And then I always use my mats because it makes it really easy to line things up. So I have 2 of them. I'm going to put this one right side up. I could probably go a little tiny bit. There we go. That's a little better. All right, and then the other thing that I like to do is I like to just tack down my papers. I use repositional tape because this will lift right off when I'm done. This way my paper stays exactly where I want it to. All right, go like that, and then it'll rub off in the end. All right, so I'm gonna whip this paper. I trim it down a little bit so it's a tad bit smaller than the 12 by 12, just so that the white isn't going to ever show if I have a piece that's a little bit longer. All right, so now I'm going to tape these both down. I'm going to use, I guess I could use I'm going to use my regular tape runner because I'm pretty certain where I'm going to put these. Whoa, there we go. It's not cooperating with me today. All right, so I put this right down at the bottom. There it is, right at the 2 inches. And then I'll do the same on the other side. Whoop. There we go. And then I'm going to take my pieces and just lay them out first. So I think I want the darker in this corners to anchor the corners. And then that one's going to be there. So then this one will be here. This one will be here. That one goes there. There. And think about, make sure that I've got these all, reading correctly. I think I want to move this one up. I just think of this as being an anchor. It's not really going to be an anchor down here. I think I like that better that way. I like that way. I think I might. Yep, I like it that way. All right, so then I'm going to just tape those down. These I'm going to use the repositional because I might need to move them a little bit. Just go right along the edge. butt up right here. I really love this paper. And see, good thing this is the same color because this is a little off. That's why it's always so hard sometimes using a base paper. That's why I usually, like I said, cut the base paper a little bit smaller. I didn't really this time. I kind of wish I would have, but I think I'll be good. And I can always trim that if I need to. It doesn't look like I'm going to need to, though. All right, and then this one will go here. I think that's how I had it. Or wait. Yeah, I think I had it like that. All right, and then I'll do this side. This is why I love these sketches. It's, you know, it just makes it so much easier. When I think of the thousands and thousands of layouts I've done over the years, I think, how do I keep thinking of new stuff? Well, a lot of times I think of stuff on my own because I like to do that. I like to be creative. But boy, these are so fun to do because they're so easy when you can just use an idea that's already been thought of. And sometimes people think, oh, well, then it's going to look like everybody else's. I guarantee you 100% that nobody's ever going to look at your album and say, oh, that looks just exactly like another page layout that I saw. I assure you nobody's going to do that. And even if it does look exactly the same layout, it doesn't matter because it's going to have your pictures and your memories in it. And that is what the most important part is, right? All right. Look at how quick and easy that was. Another thing that I want to do is I know. I'm going to cut a border with this. I don't know how well it'll work down here. I'm thinking I might want to use that. But it might not look right, and I'll show you why once I get one cut. I want to use the hot fudge. And with our border, or with our punches, there's always a line here that'll show you where you start. Well, let me get that right. There you go. See? Or you can line it up and start it the other way if you want. But I always start here. So you line that up. You make sure it's tucked up against the fence there. And then you punch the first one. And then how you get it lined up is you cover up the blue. So you slide it along and see that I'm covering up all the blue. And then I know that that's the next part, next spot to punch. And then you just go along. And the nice thing about this particular punch is that it'll just pull right away from the paper. So you don't have to worry about cutting it afterwards. All right, and sometimes it's a little off, so that's okay. You just take your multi-purpose scissors and snip any little piece that's left. So I was thinking about, oh, it would work down there. Oh, nice. Okay. I didn't know if it was going to get lost in the pattern. I was thinking of doing that, or I was also considering using these coffee beans, but I actually, now that I look, I think that this might get a little more lost than that. Oh, that looks good too. Oh, these are always my decisions. I can always put this up here. Yeah, I think that that's what I'm going to do. This one will probably be just long enough. I cut it there. That's going to be perfect. Okay, that's probably what I'm going to do. So let me put this back here for now. Oh, I'm really excited about this. I don't have to get it perfect because I'm going to take it off here in just a few minutes. But, so since I like this, I'm going to cut another one. And it's nice, it left a nice cut edge, but I'm going to still clean that up, and I'm going to start with this clean side. All right, we'll do another one. Hopefully you're not all jealous of my punch here if you didn't get a chance to get one. You know, I had a few of my customers. I think I had quite a few bundles. I think 5 altogether with of just this one. This was one of the most popular. Okay, I love that. And if I want, I could, you know, I could put another color behind that. If I wanted to change the ice cubes a little bit, you know, you could, and I might do that. I don't know. It's a little extra work. I guess I'll decide on that in a second. All right, so, because I'm just kind of planning this as I go. I really, really love that. Okay, so now I've just got to decide about the mats. Here I've got a mat here, and I've got a mat on 1, 2, 3, 4 different mats. I think what I'm going to do is I really like this avocado. I think that would look nice. But so would the suede. And it's hard when I don't have my pictures, you know, to decide. Also, this baby blue would look really pretty too. And you know what I could do is I could do, you know, 2 different ones. One here, and then these 2 the same. So let me think about that for a second. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is, since these are 4x6 mats, I can easily use them in any other project. So I'm just going to cut a couple and play around with them. So this is a 12 by 12 sheet. So I'm going to do, I'm going to cut 4 inches on this one, and then cut it in half, so that'll be 2 4x6s. Okay, and then I'm going to do the same with the avocado. I think I really want to, I'm kind of torn on using the avocado, but when I'm looking at my stickers, that's what I think about. Here's a real pretty sticker with the heart, the coffee ring, and it's a green heart. I can always use the latte one, and that's green. At-home barista drinks, yum. So I think I do want to pull this green in here. So I'm going to do 2 more here. And then these are both 4x6. And then there's also in the corner here is a 4x4. So I think what I'll do is I'll just cut 2 more just to be safe. And we'll see. Because I can always use them somewhere else. These are real common colors that I use a lot. I'll just put them in my mat pile. So there's a 4x4. And here's another 4x4. This is making me really, whoa, whoops, sorry. It's making me really thirsty for a cup of caribou coffee. What was it, the vanilla high rise I just tried the other day? Oh, was that good? All right, so now I'm just going to play around. I don't know for sure if I want them there, so I'm just going to not tack them down. What if I put this one here? Let me look at my sketch here. And then I'm going to have one in the corner. Maybe I'll try this one. And then this side would be like this. That would be a 4x4. And then this would be a mat here too. I like that. Another cool thing that I saw is, now if I didn't want to, you know, put a photo here, I'm probably going to make a little embellishment pack here. If I wanted to pull in something else, I found this. This is old, probably 15 years. I save everything. It's a matte pack from the Black and White collection. I thought that would be, it matches perfectly with this, the Good Life. That would be great. I could even make a larger mat and put that behind it, or even, you know, do it like that too. Looks nice. I got fingerprints. I kind of like how that's offset. You know, that one might look kind of nice. And then I'm going to think about what... Do I like all those? I really do. What was going on here? This would be just a photo. I don't have any right offhand, so I'm going to just get an idea with, you know, I have all these that have all these different sizes. So what would fit on these is a 5.5 by 3.5. So I'll just put those there to kind of give me an idea of what this is going to look like with photos. I just stopped for a minute. Our dogs came upstairs and they can be kind of noisy. So if I think of this is what all the photos are going to be, this is going to be my embellishments. This will be a 4x4 photo here. This will be a 3.5 by 5, or 3.5 by 3.5. Where are my little... Well, this is this wouldn't go there. All right, I need one more. Where is it? I have so many. Here it is. This? No. I can't believe I don't have one in here. Here's one. No, it's 4x4. Well, I might have to cut one. Normally I have a lot of extra. Today I do not. There it is. All right. And see if I like that layout. I do. So I am going to tape those down. I'm just still kind of... Do I like that blue? Or do I maybe want to find this gray? It's really close. I think it's close enough. Let me see. I'm going to go see if I have a gray. All right. So I found a steel color that I like even better. I think it matches even better than that. So I'm going to switch these out. And then... Oh yeah, I think that looks way better. And I still like that color instead of... you know, like if I would switch these around, the greens. I think I only want the little bit of green in there. Yeah, I don't think I have another. Did I have another 4x6? Let's see. The only way is if I would do that differently. Whoops. Let's see. If I switch these 1, 2. Let me just do this as a 4x4 real quick, and then I can look to see which I like better. See, this is the thing. Even though, you know, you have a layout and it's so easy, sometimes I like to switch it all around to see which colors I like better. And put that over here. And then I'm just going to switch these out and see what I think. There. And then this one is going to be the green, right? Whoop. And then this would be green. And then this would be up here. I like that too. Ah, this is what's so hard. Once I get this photo on here, I think I like that a little bit better. Just mess around. You could even do that. But then I don't like that. I would like this in the bottom. Because then all the greens are together. This is me always trying to make a decision. That's cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so I am going to tack these ones down. Move these over. I'm going to use my silicone mat here. The nice thing about this is that when I use the repositional tape, none of it'll stick to my mat or anything. So it's really nice. Get the end really well there. Okay, I'm going to put that about right here, so those cups are just going to line up right on the edge, I think, because then this will go down and yeah, I think I like that. Sorry, I got a dog scratching. Hopefully you can't pick up on that. At least he's not licking. Oh, that drives me crazy when my dogs will sit and lick themselves for hours. I just want them to stop. All right. And it really doesn't take a whole lot of tape. All right, so that's what's so nice about having these mats, is I can just really get these lined up perfectly. Nice. All right, so then I can get all of these down. This one goes here. I just think of all the sides to make sure that they're all even. And then that should be even on the bottom as well. What? I'm a little off. There. And then this one. I love this avocado. It's so pretty. This is probably going to go a little bit under, which is good. I kind of like when it overlaps. That one. I love that. Isn't that nice how that turned out? So how I'm going to make sure that that's even is I'll do this first, and then I'll line this up on the edges how I want that. Right? And then I will put some tape over on here to hold that. Make sure that the green edge along here is going to be the same as this. I'm going to pull this down a little bit and just kind of eyeball it. Again, using my repositional so that I can just really easily lift that up if I need to. Oh, I really like that. I'm so glad I saved these things. This I am going to put down permanently. Whoops, because I know that this is what I want. Oh, I love that. All right, so I'm gonna, remember that I wanted to use this. I want to make sure that it's not going to get too busy if I use this now. I don't think so. And they look nice. Okay, so this is going to be about 5 inches. So if I go like this, not, alright, so what I'm going to do is lift this up, flip this over, use my scissors. Well, I hope I like this because once I cut it, it's, the decision's made. And then I'll take this and come over here. That's a little shorter, but that's okay. All right. And then I am going to just tack these down because these are just my place my card holders. I'm sorry, my photo holders, just to illustrate that that's where the photos will go. It's probably going to go underneath that photo, and then, you know, line it up from here and here, and then this side too. There, and then I got one up in the corner, right here. And then one more right here, and that's this one. Okay. Now, what am I going to put here? Oh, and then I've got one right there, and this is actually a 4x6, correct? Yes. So once I get my pictures, I'm going to, you know, take these off. And then I'll just reuse them again. Because like I said, I don't know if you can see if that's reflecting enough, but these are just like little circle dots, and look at that, it just rubs right off. Ta-da! And then it's not sticky at all. So it's repositional. It's it holds and it stays. Whoops, there we go. The nice thing is when I get to this, I can pull this up and it'll still be okay. All right, so there. All right, now I have to think of what I'm going to write or use for the stickers. I think I'm going to do a whole latte love, and then happiness in a cup. I think this looks like a good one, because I kind of want to use that. So then I'm going to use this and this. How do I want? What was that one that I wanted to use? I wanted to use, I think, let's see. Oh, these are separate. Oh, now it's going to confuse me. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's nice. That I can use later. Let's see. Okay, there we go. I'm going to click this. And I think what I want to do, I'm going to bump this one up with some foam squares. So let's see. Probably need, I like to put a lot because I don't want them to bend down later on. And I might just sneak a little one in the corner there just so it doesn't bend. The nice thing is you can cut these in half too. There we go. Alright. Alright, get those out of the way. My stickers, so I just take those off the back side very quickly. Oh, one more. No, I don't want it. Lift, lift, lift. There we go. There. Let go of my finger. There we go. Oh, it's stuck. There we go. All right. Got those. Oh, I feel like I want to have maybe something right here. And that, I think, would be perfect for this little guy. To pull in some of that green, because there's no green here. And the other little trick so that I don't want it to stick onto here is what I'll do is I could take it off of here even. I'm going to keep that. If you just get a little piece of this and put it along the edges, I'm just going to stab in here. Whoop. And then just, it's kind of funky, but it'll work. So anywhere that it's going to overlay on a photo, just put that under it so it's not going to stick. So I think I'm going to put this right here. There, now it won't stick down there. And then I think I've got another little heart here. Probably brown isn't a good choice. Unless I do it right here. And then the gray one can go right there. And I think that's, you know, plenty busy enough with this and with this nice border. I think I really like it. I wonder what this would look like. I don't want to do too many where it looks like a sticker sneeze, because that, you know what I mean. I think I am going to leave it just like that. All right, and I'm going to, it'll look better once I take this off of here so you can get one last look at it. Like I said, you can just rub off any extra tape. Get rid of this one. Get rid of that. I'll rub that off on my mat as well in a second. All right. I'm going to kind of take that out for now, or tuck it so you can't see it. There, that looks better. Voila. Quick and easy, huh? I don't know how long that took me, but a really super quick layout. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can put 6 photos there. You know, if I want, I can just take this off and I can just put a mat there and just put a photo there too. It just all depends on how many photos you have. All right, thanks. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye.